Both the SR1 rasp tooth and SR2 knife tooth sole rasps are used in the same manner. Both have a flat-tipped point for use as a hoof pick and 3 different arcs: a smaller corner end arc on the pointed side, a flat arc in the midsection, and a larger rounded end arc on the blunt side. The difference between the two versions is only in their teeth. The SR1 has pointed rasp teeth. These teeth remove shreds of horn. The SR2 has straight knife-like teeth that shave strips of horn. The 3 arcs of the sole rasps are applied using different hand grips and strokes. The rasps can be gripped with one hand as you pull it toward your body, with one hand and a thumb brace to add leverage, with one hand low on the handle to apply the smallest arc in short scooping strokes, and with one hand higher on the handle to apply the wide side arc. Apply the different arcs of the rasps where each works best. All parts of the rasp can be applied using a more powerful two-hand grip as you pull the rasp across the hoof. Again, you can brace your thumb on the pick point for extra leverage. By tilting the rasp, you can use just one corner arc at a time. The most powerful grip pulls with one hand and pushes with the other, using your wrists to rotate the rasp as you move it across the hoof surface. Moving the rasp sideways or diagonally as you sweep it across the sole covers a wider area and can increase horn removal. The basic stroke is a pull across the sole or bars, pulling toward your body. First, you apply the wider side arc, then the flatter midsection, and lastly, the smaller arc with a rocking motion. This full stroke is used to clean the sole along the sides of the frog. A shorter stroke is used to clean the horn of the bars. You can also reverse your grip on the rasp to use a pushing stroke, driving the rasp away from your body. As with any hoof tool, be careful not to remove too much horn. Use bar and sole rasps to remove deteriorated and unhealthy horn, creating a smooth, healthy surface. If you think a horse might have thin soles, rasp only the bars and avoid using the rasp forward of the point of the frog. Sole rasps are also designed for use as a hoof pick and scraper. To remove packed dirt from the hoof, grip the rasp with the pick point downward. Swing the point down into the dirt on the sole, then scrape backward along the frog. Use a two-hand grip to remove dirt and grit from the sole, white line, and grooves of the frog, and to scrape the white line with the flat pick point. Use the narrow side of the point to remove rocks and grit from the white line. This protects your hoof knife nippers and rasp from becoming dull. Then, use the wider side of the point to remove large chunks and create a smoother surface along the white line. You can scrape, pushing, or pulling. The point also works well on the grooves along the side of the frog. The sharp sides of the hoof pick can also be used to scrape the sole, removing loose horn. A well-designed hoof cradle supports the hoof and makes the sole rasp use even easier, especially on hind hooves, giving you more control and a better view of the hoof as you work around the sole. Sole rasps work best and last longer if kept clean by frequent wire brushing and applying oil to prevent rusting. Sole rasps can also be resharpened using our special extra fine grit honing pad. The SR1 is pulled across the pad backwards, and the SR2 is pulled sideways across the pad. Be sure to clean the rasp with a wire brush before honing. Hold the rasp by the handle on the pointed end so you sharpen the teeth from the back side. Pull and rock the rasp using light pressure. Be sure to sharpen the teeth on the edges of the rasp. After a few strokes, check the teeth for sharpness. Don't overhone, do just enough to smooth the teeth. Prepare the SR2 in the same way, cleaning with a wire brush. But pull it across the honing pad in a sideways stroke, rocking the rasp to smooth the knife-like edges of the curved teeth. Again, a few strokes across each part of the rasp usually makes the teeth sharp again. Try not to over-sharpen. How often you need to sharpen your sole rasps depends on how much dirt and grit are in the hooves you're trimming.